Overwatch 2 Season 15 mid-season patch, and the mid-season patch for this current season dropped today. We got a ton of balance changes and a few other things being added to the game. The Seraphim skin collaboration, Widowmaker, mythic weapon, and a few other things. Mostly it's balance for a lot of the perks and for the heroes, so if you guys like me ranting about bad balance, strap in because we have a bunch of bad balance changes we're going to be talking about, like usual. Very few actual good changes, at least from what I skimmed through so far, and a bunch of other stuff. So if you guys want to check out the patch notes for yourself, the patch notes are on the Blizzard website. Go check them out. This patch went live earlier today, so you guys can go in game and play the mid-season patch with all the new changes and all the new stuff that they added. Gonna kind of be running through it, not gonna be too much on screen, just throw some gameplay in the background for you guys. Leave a like, subscribe, share the video. We're gonna hop right into this. I don't want to waste any more guys' time because there's a lot of stuff I kind of want to talk about here, and I'm sure I'm gonna make this video way longer than it's supposed to be with talking about a lot of this stuff. Got the mid-season patch notes for the Season 15. Overwatch 2 and the Le Seraphim skin collaboration. They have officially revealed the skins in-game yesterday. I didn't really make a video on it or anything because I just don't really care. If you're dumb enough to waste $100 on these skins, and then a bunch of fucking white and blue recolors of the round 1 Le Seraphim collaboration skins, you were the dumbest motherfucker on the face of the earth. If you have that much money to waste on this fucking garbage, and by all means, give it to somebody else. Give it to me. Give me your money. I could use your money way more than Blizzard. I can tell you that right now. I don't know who the fuck's buying this shit. Like, I really don't. The skins look great in game. Like, I'll give them that. Like, all the Le Seraphim skins, they're some of the best skins in the game. But, like, worth how much they want for the skins. I guarantee you, I haven't looked at the skin prices yet, but, like, probably for all the new ones, it's probably close to $100. And then if you want one by itself, it's probably close to $30. They are making a fucking killing off these skins. I'm not going to talk about it anymore because I made an entire video kind of talking about the Le Seraphim collab and all that stuff last week. So if you guys want to check that video out, I'll leave a link to that at the end of the video. I kind of talk about it more in depth. Overwatch 2 Classic Goats is coming back. I don't know who plays these LTMs of all the past metas. Just a waste of dev time, if I'm being real with you guys. I don't know why they even bother. Waste of time. Not going to talk about it. Widowmaker's new mythic skin. If you guys have a bunch more money on top of dumping money on collaboration skins, you can go buy an $80 Widowmaker mythic skin, or however much it costs. Not only are they giving heroes that already got skins this entire season more collaboration skins and giving them more skins, Widowmaker can't be left out. They need to give her a mythic skin too. Can't forget about her. Even though she already got like 2 skins this season, I'm assuming. Or at least I think that's what she got. Now we got the balance, which it's kind of going to be the main focus of everything we kind of gotten for this mid-season patch. There's a lot of balance. Just going into this, kind of a precursor going into this before I talk about anything. The balance with the game right now, there's a few heroes, especially with perks, that are absolutely fucking busted. We're going to see if they actually nerf the stuff that actually needs to be changed and buff some of the heroes that have some of the shitty perks. We're going to go through that right now. Do they actually succeed in balance, or do they fail miserably? We're going to keep track starting this out. Junker Queen, extended wound duration for deep wounds. So that's pretty much, I think that's actually a revert to a previous nerf they gave her like not too long ago. Does that really do much for Junker Queen? Not really. The main issue with Junker Queen is she just gets fucking melted by everybody. There's just too much fucking damage. That's the main issue. She can't actually fight anybody, and then a lot of the tanks that actually she tries to fight have way better perks than her, or they are just way better than her. That's the main problem with Junker Queen currently. Ramatra, they're buffing his prolonged barrier perk, so now it has a 25% increased void barrier radius. So his barrier is going to be bigger if you pick that perk. Whatever. I actually think Maratra's secretly broken. Like, I've been going against him a lot this season. The fucking pummel form in his stance change is absolutely fucking crazy. With how much armor and how much survivability that gives him, it's absolutely busted. I think he's secretly slept on. I think they actually should nerf Ramatra if I'm being real. I think he's really fucking good. Reinhardt, they're changing some of his perks. Crusader's Resolve, passive regeneration rate increased from 50 to 75%, and then Shield Slam reduced cooldown from 8 to 6 seconds. I don't know. I don't know what that's really going to do for him. His perks are already decent the way they are. I wouldn't really even change his perks. I think Reinhardt's really good. Roadhog. Oh wow, one of the worst tanks in the game with some of the worst perks ever. What are they going to do for Roadhog? Are they going to actually buff or rework one of the worst perks in the game? Nah, they're just going to fucking do something really stupid and still make the perk pretty much unpickable. Who the fuck is going to pick Hog Toss? Now also increases the damage of Pigpen by 25%. So it's a talent that allows you to throw the Pigpen 50% farther, and now it does more damage. Who the fuck cares? Why would you ever use that on as a perk when you can get extra ammo on your hook, which even that isn't really even that good. Hulk still is one of the worst tanks in the game, and still has some of the worst perks, I think, out of any of the tanks, even with this. Really disappointing. I think all of his perks need to be reworked. The only one that's decent is the one that you get movement speed while using Take a Breather, and even then, that needs some type of DR or like something, it's just not enough. His perks are all underpowered. One of the worst tanks in the game when it comes to perks, and that does nothing. Really sad. There's a huge L for you. So far, a lot of these balance changes are huge L's, or don't really do anything. That's not a good sign. Winston, damage versus deployable objects increased from 30 to 50% for Short Circuit. That was actually a decent talent to begin with. I don't know why they're buffing that. I think the main reason why is because Torb is so fucking good. I think that's the main reason. I don't know what any other reason why they'd even bother buffing that. It was already pretty good to begin with. I don't know why they just don't nerf Torb. We're going to see if they actually nerf Torb coming up in a little bit. Wrecking Ball, transfer efficiency. Ally transfer cost reduction increased from 33 to 50%. I don't know what that really does. I think Ball's one of those tanks that just... either he's really fucking good and he just rolls the entire lobby, or he's probably the worst, most useless tank ever. And usually when they're on my team and I'm not playing tank myself, the Wrecking Balls I get on my team are some of the worst dumb fuck players I've ever seen playing tank. They literally do nothing. They roll around and literally do nothing the entire game. You're pretty much better off not even having a fucking tank half the time. He's so hit or miss. I don't understand why. I just don't care for him at all, especially with the perks. I think he's actually worse. I think it's just the players, though. The players are just really bad that play ball. Bastion, self-repair perk now has a resource required to heal. Well, doy. Don't you think that perk was going to be abused when they didn't have the fucking resource? What made them think that putting that into the game as a perk with no resource wasn't going to cause any problems to begin with? That was just stupid fucking dev design, putting that perk into the game. If you guys are playing Bastion, I think Bastion actually needs to be nerfed. It is fucking crazy how much damage Bastion does. It really is. I actually think the self-repair perk is actually his second, like, kind of perk tree to go into. I actually think the artillery shell, when you go into turret form, is actually better. How much damage the artillery shell does with that tier 2 upgrade is absolutely fucking crazy. A lot of the tanks in the game, if they don't have a shield, you pretty much 3 or 4 shot a lot of the tanks. You can 1v1 the tanks with that fucking perk. And like you pretty much one shot like almost all the DPS in the entire game. It is fucking crazy how much damage that does. I just think the only issue is like you have a limited time to actually use it, and if people block your damage, then you don't really get as much value out of it. But like it just does so much damage. Like you only need to land like 2 or 3 shots on somebody and nuke somebody, and that's all the value you really need out of it. So I think Bastion, with how much damage he does, is fucking crazy currently. If you guys aren't playing Bastion, I think he's probably the best he's ever been. I don't know why they aren't even nerfing some of his talents or some of his perks. I don't even think that. I guess that was a no-brainer. Like the self-repair didn't need to be changed, but I would actually nerf the artillery shell one. That's fucking crazy. Does way too much damage. Cassidy, ultimate charge refund increased from 30 to 40%. I don't know why are you buffing Cassidy? I don't understand. I really don't. All the guy does, if you want to know how to play Cassidy right now, y'all, is you just sit and walk around with your tank, and you just sit and help your tank shred the enemy tank. You just sit and fan the hammer the entire game. That's how you play Cassidy. And then when you get an ult, you just try to ult the tank alongside your tank, and you just stand there and let your tank protect you, and then you try to ult the tank, and that's what you do the entire game. That's all I've seen out of Cassidy this entire fucking season so far. One of the most brain-dead fucking P-brain playstyles I think I've ever seen out of one of the DPS. So annoying. I don't know why. They need to nerf Fan the Hammer. Fan the Hammer's fucking brain-dead. Genji. They're buffing Genji. Why? Why are they buffing Genji? Genji's really fucking good right now. Especially in your lower to mid tiers of play, Genji's actually rolling a lot of your lobbies. At least from what I've seen. I don't know why they're buffing Genji. I'm assuming they're buffing him because he's not having a high player rate or a high win rate in the higher tiers of play, like Platinum and above. For the low amount of players, for the minority, like usual. Blizzard balancing for the 1% of the player base, not thinking about everybody else. Acrobatics resets jump, double jump on a wall climb. Meditation increase the healing from 25 to 35 per second, and then blade twisting, they buff that so it has a longer duration. And the bonus damage, whatever. Nerf Genji, I hate him. I hate going against Genji, I hate him. Not fun to play against. Mei, Permafrost no longer increases the cooldown of Ice Wall. Why did she even need that? Mei is another one of those heroes right now that in the game, especially with the perks, that she just runs at you and you don't even have to think how to play her. You just run at people. Her perks are so brain dead, like she takes no fucking skill to play. They made her into a fucking brain dead, no skill hero yet again, just like Overwatch 1. I don't know why they're even changing anything with her because she's so fucking good the way she is. You want to know that one of probably the stupidest balance change of this entire mid-season patch? They're buffing Pharah's perks. The DPS in the game, probably one of the top 3 DPS in the game that has some of the best perks in the entire game, and they're buffing one of her perks for whatever reason. Helix shields. They're increasing the shields from 75 to 125. That is a tier 1 perk, by the way, and you're getting your health converted from 75 to 125 armor. Do you want Pharah to fucking roll every lobby and be absolutely unkillable? Every time I've been going against the Pharah so far this season, they do incredibly well. Unless your entire team, either your tank switches to Diva and just runs after the entire game, or like your DPS both switch to hit scans like a 76 or an Ashe, a McCree, or a Soldier, and she just fucking rolls the entire lobby. I don't know why they're buffing her. Another fucking retarded balance change. What a surprise. What a surprise. Reaper, dire triggers, recovery time reduced, so they're buffing Reaper. I don't know if that's really going to do much for him. I really don't. I think Reaper's still really good the way he is. He's just a tank shredder. His perks are all really good. I don't know why they're changing him at all. I don't think he needed balance changes. Another hero that I don't think needed any changes. Why is he on here? Soldier 76, Stim Pack, cast time reduced from 0.4 to 0.15 seconds. Stim Pack anti-heal is now cleansable. Okay. I don't know if that really does much for Soldier. I think he's still going to be like a middle of the pack, like average DPS at best. Sombra. Why are we buffing Sombra, y'all? Why are we buffing Sombra? Oh my gosh. You know, I look at these balance changes and I'm thinking of this as like a tank player most of the time, just playing Hog or playing like a lot of the tanks into this shit, being that's the thing I mostly play. And I'm dreading going against a lot of this fucking shit. Stack overflow, range penalty reduced from 30 to 15%. Why? Why would you... Okay. White Hat. Hack is now interrupted from damage when healing allies. I don't know if that's a buff or a nerf. And I don't know anybody that actually uses the talent that actually allows you to heal your allies for like 100 health or whatever it is. The amount of health you heal from Hack is so minuscule that you waste more time trying to heal your team when you're supposed to be doing damage than it's not even worth. I think that's just throw talent, if I'm being real. I don't know anybody that uses that at all. Really stupid talent. I think that should be reworked, actually. At the same time, I don't really want it to be reworked, though, because I don't want Sombra being good. She's a pain in the ass to play against, and I fucking hate her. So, whatever makes Sombra bad, keep her bad. I don't want her being good. I don't know why they're buffing her. I think she's still really good the way she is. Torb! Are they gonna nerf Torb, y'all? Torb needs major nerfs. He's one of the best DPS in the game. Let's see what they actually do. Turret. Base health reduced by 25. Okay. Turret damage reduced from 13 to 12. Does that actually really do much? I don't know. Craftsman. Now additionally increases deploy turret base health by 25. So what they did here is they took power away from the base turret and they put it into a perk. So the only actual nerf the turret got is a 1 point of damage nerf. These devs have to be fucking retarded. Whoever's balancing this game, how do you still have a job? I really want to know. I really do. Torb is still going to be probably one of the top 3 best DPS in the game. Mid-season, today, going forward. These nerfs do nothing. They literally do nothing to him. Tracer. Quantum Entanglement. Overhealth duration increased from 3.5 to 6 seconds. Whatever. I hate playing against Tracer. Don't know why they're even balancing her. I think she's still really good. I don't think she even needs balance changes. Now we're going to get into the supports. Baptiste, automated healing. Healing per shot is increased from 25 to 30. Assault burst. Attack speed increased from 20 to 30%. So, I don't know if those are actually the talents that are actually really good at them. I forgot. I don't play Baptiste that much. All I know is Baptiste doesn't need any balance changes. He's really fucking good. I don't know why he's even on here. Brig. Barrier Restoration, probably her worst talent and one of the worst support talents ever. After shield bashing, Brig gains 30% movement speed for 1.5 seconds. You know what you should really actually do? Instead of this fucking bullshit that'll do nothing to actually make Brig good, why don't you give her stun back? You want this talent to be good and you want this perk to be good? I keep calling them talents because I keep getting confused with paladins. You want this perk to be good? You give the stun back to her barrier. Make her shield bash have a stun again. A 1 second stun like in Overwatch 1. The main issue with Brig, and the reason why I don't think Brig will ever be incredibly good ever again, unless they revert her to how she was in Overwatch 1, is she just dies too fucking easily. She is too fucking easy to kill. That's the main problem. The main thing with that is she no longer has her stun. Once she has her stun back, I think a lot of her survivability will also come back because you can kind of play around the stun. That was the main thing that made her really good in Overwatch 1. She was also way better in Overwatch 1 before they reworked the shit out of her and changed a bunch of shit with her for no reason. I tried playing Brig for support for this season for a lot already. Like, she's one of the supports I've been trying to play a lot this season. And, like, I couldn't really even do much with her. Like, she's better with the perks, don't get me wrong. But, like, the main problem is she just fucking dies too easy. There's just too much damage. There's too much damage that you just can't do anything versus. And, like, the tanks shit all over you. In Overwatch 1, you'd be able to brawl the tanks and kind of fight with your own tank and even fight against some of the other tanks and actually not die in 2 seconds. You can't do that anymore with no stun. I don't know. I just think she's a fucking shell of her former self. I don't think she's really even that good. She's better with perks than she was, but, like, everybody else also got perks, so, like, is she that much better? I don't know. Kind of sad, because I like Brig. She's one of my favorite supports. I just wish she was better. Alari. Not only did she get a collaboration skin, she's getting some balance changes. Solar Rifle. Weapon recharging is no longer paused while using a quick melee. I think that's a quality of life change. Summer Solstice additionally provides 30% increased attack speed while Captive Sun is active. So a bit of a quality of life buff to her gun, and then a bit of a buff to one of her perks, whatever. Juno reboots. Now also increases the duration of glide boost by 25%. Yeah, because Juno already isn't almost unkillable half the time with how much mobility and speed she has. You gotta give her more mobility. I don't think she needed that. Another balance change I don't think that we should even be having on this list. So far, we're not done yet, but like, we're getting towards the end. So far with all these balance changes, either the balance changes are completely wrong and they shouldn't be on here. They're buffing shit that shouldn't be buffed. They're making balance changes that don't do anything, when half these heroes on here are already good and they shouldn't even be on here. We don't even need half these balance changes. That's the theme of this mid-season patch. A lot of this shit shouldn't even be on here, and the shit we do need doesn't do anything, or it's not enough. Life Weaver, Super Bloom. They're buffing the damage on Super Bloom. The number of hits required to get the increase is 16 to 20. The window of time to land is increased by a second. Life Weaving, bonus heal blossom heal increase from 20 to 30. So they buff some of his perks. I don't think Life Weaver needed any buffs. I think he's actually really solid the way he is. I don't think he needed buffs. Mercy. Let's keep on catering to Mercy. Flash heal. I don't know which one that actually is. Which perk is that? I don't know. I don't play Mercy. Cast time reduced from 0.875 to 0.4. I'm not sure which one that actually is. What is that, her staff? Is that the, like, her actually healing with her staff? I'm not sure. One of the Mercy players has a Mercy sweater. One of the E-girls will tell me in the comments down below. Then we got some bug fixes. I don't know if any of these actually make sense or actually do anything. Fixed an issue with the Switch spawn button not working, so I don't see anything here for the Nintendo Switch. There's a bug currently with Echo. If you go against an Echo, it's been a bug for fucking forever now. I don't know when they're gonna fix it, but there's a bug with Echo that in the kill cam you can't skip Echo's kill cam if you get killed by an Echo. I don't know, it's been that way forever. You'll try to skip the kill cam like all the other heroes. You can just watch your team instead of watching the kill cam after you die. And for some reason with Echo, I don't know if it's just a Nintendo Switch bug or I don't know, at least it's been a thing for fucking forever already. It's not like a game-breaking bug, but it's kind of annoying getting killed by an Echo and then being forced to watch the kill cam when you're used to like skipping it with all the other stuff you get killed by. So I don't know. Overall, y'all, I think I'm gonna have to give this mid-season balance patch, mainly just balance, like a D-. I think this is awful. There's a few things on here that are okay, like Junker Queens, it's something. Like, there's a few balance changes on here that are decent, but like overall, all these balance changes, either they're shit we didn't need, or they're shit that should be getting nerfed. The nerfs don't do anything, or it's stuff that's supposed to be getting nerfed and they're buffing it for whatever reason. So, again, another clueless, retarded balance patch that does nothing to fix a lot of the problems, if I'm being real with you guys. So, I don't know. Overall, though, I think this season hasn't been too bad, at least balance-wise. Like, there's a few broken things. Where's Sojourn is another thing. Like, where's Sojourn? Sojourn, the best DPS in the game, is not on here. Where's Widowmaker? There's a bunch of shit on here that isn't even on here either. Like, that's another problem. Like, where's half the shit that's supposed to be on here? A lot of the shit that's really busted, or like that's really good. Sojourn, I think Kiri's really good. I don't think she needs to be nerfed though, but I'm surprised she's not on here because they like to nerf her for no reason. I'm assuming she's not on here because she's gonna be getting another skin probably. I'm assuming soon. So I don't know. A lot of the shit that needs to be nerfed is just not on here. That's the main problem too. Like, where is half the shit? Like, where's Soldier and where's half the shit that's supposed to be on here? Where's Widowmaker? I don't know. Like, a lot of shit's not even on here. So I don't know. I'm gonna give them a D-. Really bad mid-season balance patch. A lot of the shit they're balancing too didn't even need balance changes. The mid-season patch should have been to like tune stuff back that's really broken. A lot of the shit didn't even need to be changed. I think there's a lot more shit on here that we don't even need. Why there are so many heroes on the balance for this mid-season balance patch when it's supposed to be like more of a small patch is beyond me, because a lot of the shit didn't even need to be balanced. It's either good at the way it is or could have waited until next season to be balanced. I don't know. Where's Venture too? Where the fuck is Venture? Venture fucking sucks. Her talents or her perks are fucking garbage. She has like one good perk that gives her extra range on her gun, and apart from that, the rest of her perks are garbage. Where's Venture? She ain't on here either. So it's ironic. All the heroes I play either like Hog, like get a fucking laughable balance change, or like Venture, or even like the supports I play don't get anything, or they barely get anything. Everything I play never gets balanced to be good. I don't know. Maybe it's just bad luck. Apart from that, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. You guys like the balance changes? Do you guys like what we're going to be getting, the skin collabs, the Widowmaker Mythic? Are you guys just ready for next season? I don't know. I've actually been enjoying the season so far, though. Actually, it hasn't been too bad compared to some of the past seasons. It could be way worse. I've also actually reached new records for ranked. I've actually made it to gold for support for the first time in Overwatch 2 this season about a few weeks ago. And I also made it to platinum for DPS, I think either for the first time since the start of Overwatch 2 or for the first time this season. I'm not sure. I think I might have got plat at the start of Overwatch 2. I forgot though, it's been so long ago. So, at least for ranked, it's actually been going pretty well for me this season. But I think that's just mainly because I've been playing ranked just mainly more for the galactic weapon, so I've been playing more of it than usual. I still don't even have a galactic weapon. I only have like 1,000 competitive points. So, I don't know. I'm gonna get out of here. Leave a like, subscribe, share the video. I'm gonna get out of here. There's a lot more stuff on the way, so you guys not want to miss. Peace out, everybody.